to Megan Morris TV. I am here with my dear friend Brian Schlosser from NV Design Firm.
Yes, ma'am.
Or he's also known as the Redneck Design Diva.
Yes, I'm very much the Redneck Design Diva. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Well, I'm borrowing his accessory today. This is Queenie, and Queenie makes a wonderful accessory. So well.
She makes me a lot of money.
So he gives Queenie to the wife. Well, yes, the husband. The budget is going to get bigger, right?
We got to have a bigger budget. Like, come on.
Because you can't say no to Queenie.
Say no, ma'am. Say no.
So, Brian, you're just a country boy at heart, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm just I'll be honest. I'm just a good old country boy in a fat gay man's body. What can I say?
You're the best. Well, you know what? We're doing a project together. Of course, Brian's known for all kinds of projects. He does all kinds of design installs all over the country, and beautiful, beautiful work. I think he's most known for his modern glam. But what do you think?
I'm extremely glam.
Yeah.
So if there's any one thing you have to know about me, I like modern glam.
Yes.
So that's pretty much my design style. But I do everything. But at some point, I'm going to infuse some glam into your world. At some point.
Well, it's really funny because you walk in a house that he's done. I'm always like, oh, Brian did this, right? I see those little sequins here.
Just a touch. Little few rhinestones, some crystals, you know.
No, it's great. Oh, no, I know. It's beautiful. So it's really funny. We're working on a project together right now. And it's a farmhouse. I thought, okay, Brian's perfect. He's got, that background, that country boy background. Although you're not really country boy, but that's okay. Well,
I was raised in the country, and when I got here, it was like, I am no longer living in the country. I'm a city boy now.
Oh, it's fun though. We're working on this project, and we have these different views on what we should do in some areas, and it's really quite funny.
I'm over the top. I mean, it should be known that I am extremely over the top, and then we're in a farmhouse that is very... It's very gorgeous. It's rustic chic. Yeah,
we're trying to make it rustic chic. Now, right now, it's just rustic.
It's just rustic right now.
It's actually like abandoned rusted.
Yeah, it's like it's dead rustic.
Yeah.
But we need some glam. We need it needs to have a little bit of to it.
Yeah, so we're having some fun picking out fixtures and picking out color
cabinets
schemes
for the kitchen,
cabinets and all the fun things that'll still make it look like a farmhouse. But
it's still got to be a farmhouse, but it can be a glam, rustic, chic farmhouse.
So for a follow-up, we're going to have to show you the pictures.
Yes, for sure.
So tell us about your business and how you got into it.
Well, I started my company almost 20 years ago.
Okay.
A little over 20 years ago. I started in Atlanta. I had an interior design store, so I had a furniture shop. And so I started that way. When I was younger, my dad owned apartment complexes, and he used to furnish them for corporate companies.
Right.
And so my mom and I would go in, and she did all the floral arrangements, and then I got to pick out everything else for these corporate apartments. And so like Coca-Cola, Home Depot would come into Atlanta, and they would ask my father, can we rent 6 units from your complex?
Right.
And my dad was like, yes, our family will furnish it down to the pots, linens, everything.
Right.
So all the CEO had to do is come in, put his people in, and they could just bring their luggage and stay.
Right.
So I was doing drapery and furniture and accessories. That's my life. So when I finished high school, I looked at my dad and I go, I'm not going to college, Dad. And he said, oh, no, hell yes, you are. You're going to be a businessman because this isn't going to make you money. And I was like, Dad. So I did a parade of homes, which you know all about. And I won best for parade of homes. And my mom and dad came to the celebration. And my dad looked at me and said, okay, son, you found your calling. Do what you want to do. So I went to SCAD for 1 year.
Right.
And when I learned I knew everything because I was in my 20s, I was like, I don't need y'all. I'm going to do my own business. So
we know it all when we're 20, right?
Oh yeah. 22, I got this. I don't need school. So I actually took some money from my father and opened up a furniture store in my little hometown.
Right.
Because I mean, we were in the country. So yeah.
Well, now you're in Orlando and you've got a great following.
Yes.
I know.
Yes. I I'm lucky enough to have clients that have been from when I first started that are still calling me today
Right.
and saying, hey, now we're ready to gut. So let's
Right.
gut it and redo it. And I'm like, it's my passion. Like, if you find something you love to do, you should just follow your dream.
Right.
Because once you fall in love with it, success just is in second nature. It comes to you anyway.
Right.
So,
Well, now you have some really exciting things going on with your furniture line.
yes.
Yeah. So tell us about that.
For 10 years now, I have been sketching furniture, and I've always drawn. So when we do drapery, we do full-scale renderings and everything like that. And with my clients, I like to give them those drawings. Well, I started drawing the furniture for their homes because I've built custom for years now. And so I took all those drawings, sent them to a company. They did pencil renderings of them. And then I spoke with 4 different companies that could do the line. And I picked one here in the States, and it's in High Point. And so they've created my own line of furniture. So I have standard furniture that you can just buy, and you can do any of our fabrics on it, or you can customize it, and we can build it to your specs.
Right.
So totally whatever you want, I'll create it.
And
So,
you're doing that with drapes as well, right?
yes, with drapery. I'm actually coming out, working with a business partner now to come out with a line of drapery that is for that moderate price, so that when you're in a home that's between $200,000 and $400,000 and you want that luxe look like all the $1 million mansions have, but you can't afford it,
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming out with that line that gives you that look, but cost effective.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
So I'm excited.
It's very
That's my
exciting.
retirement fund. I'm so excited. I can't wait. My lifestyle leads to nice things. I got to have nice things.
Yeah, so I know we've been shopping together many times.
I can't wear the nice name brands, but I can use their shoes and their accessories
Yes.
really well.
Yes.
So, but no, I want my clients to know that when we're together, that it's not just a working relationship. On the side, we're normally become very good friends or
Right.
good acquaintances. And so I want them to know that I'm successful because they've made me successful and they've helped me become successful. So that's important to me. I want them to see that they've helped me along the way as well.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I mean, I don't want them to see me in a Bentley, but if so be, then
No.
it'll be a Bentley.
If so be.
I'm waiting 5 years. I'm just waiting 5 more years. When I turn 50, I'm getting a Bentley.
I don't know. What do you think about that? I know she likes a convertible, though.
She likes my convertible.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
she
yeah.
loves my car. She just
And, you know,
sits up there and pokes
It's all
her head
about
up.
your dogs.
I did not think I was going to, because my last pet I had to get rid of her because I traveled so much. And so I never thought I would get another dog. And then a friend of mine sent me a picture of her, and I was like, oh my God. And so I had to have her.
Well, she's so easy, and I love her little carrier. It's so funny.
Oh, yeah. It's called the Bubble. Everybody that sees her,
I know. I love that. It's so
everybody that
cute.
sees her knows about it.
That's so great. Well, can you give us some glam tips? I'm sure our studio audience would love to hear that as well.
It depends on how glam you want to get. I try to infuse fashion into
Right.
my styles. So I want people to think of, when they look at high-end fashion or when they look at fashion, I want them to infuse some of that. So like, you got to remember, patterns can give you a lot of glam if you do it right.
Right.
So I love to use patterns. I think a good neutral base tone for everything, and then you do
I
that
agree.
pops of those accessories that
Right.
go glam.
Right.
You don't have to, it doesn't have to be a whole entire room, but pops of that shimmer of gold or that shimmer of silver or platinum. I love floral prints that are really beautiful and got a little bit of sass to them. It's like that. I love animal print. Oh God, do I love animal print.
I see the shoes. Yeah.
Animal print, if you do it correct, can be very classic and timeless. But if you do it wrong, it can look like trailer park trash.
Yeah.
So it doesn't go well. It looks like
Right.
it doesn't belong,
No,
like
you're
it's in
right.
the 80s.
You're right.
If you do it very classic and timeless, it will look stunning in the
Right.
right place.
Right.
So like I just did a room, and it's very bohemian chic. Oh,
It's
no,
okay.
ma'am.
Are you teething?
You got to kiss, boo. You got to kiss. So I do a tiger print chair, and then I'll do a floral pillow in it, and it's just great.
Oh, I love
mean,
mixing that up. Yeah.
like when you stage homes, you have that little bit of, you keep it classic, but then there's every once in a while you have that.
Oh, you gotta have some pops of color.
Yeah.
Well, I think with patterns, it really shows your personality.
Yes.
You can have a very straight, very like a very conservative look, or you can have really wild and bold, and
that tells you what the person is.
And
that
it's fun to change it around. Like you said, if you have a neutral couch, I like to just be able to. I change my pillows. Actually, I even outside I have a bench by the front door, and I put different pillows for different times of the year. Yeah, and it's just fun.
Me.
Yeah, because they fade too, but it's just fun to have something fresh and new. And
right, it's what creates the ambiance.
Yeah.
Or that first impression when someone walks in.
Right.
I could never do what you do because staging is an art. It's really like I tell people all the time. They go, "Oh, why don't you stage your houses for your customers?" And I'm like, "No, ma'am." No, ma'am. That is something you call Megan Morris for. You don't call me. Because I don't want to, I can't do that non-personal thing.
Right.
It's all about, and you know what it takes to sell a house. You know what it takes. And I know what it takes, but I get so involved. Like, I could
you have
never
so
do
much
it.
personality. I know you want to put people's personalities in your projects, and
you can't do that.
It's the opposite of staging. We're trying to make it look neutral. And
I mean, like, please show the family pictures because it makes people look warm and fuzzy, and everybody else is looking at me going, "No, we want to sell the house, not keep the personality in it." So I can't do that.
Oh well, you're all personality, Brian.
Oh, thank you. I try to calm down a lot, but it doesn't work for me.
No,
it just never has.
No, we love you the way you are. So tell us some of your like some of the things you've done that you're really excited about, like some projects that really turned out great. That you.
Well, you know of one of the homes I did because it's mutual friends, but it was one of the first times I got to actually create the furniture and pretty much have an open book as to what we were going to put in there. Because my clients are very, very strategic, and they have their own styles, they have their own personalities, and I love that. But when you let me go, you get something totally different and totally stunning. Right. But I understand when you're with families and things like that, you have to think family. And I do that. Most of my clients have children, so I'm used to it. But when you let me loose, and she actually let me loose a little, so my favorite thing that I've done so far is a dining room. And I know that sounds really...
No, but if it's that particular dining room, I love the way, because they're high ceilings, and I love the tall chairs. Yeah. They're beautiful, streamlined.
Yeah. It was one of my favorites. And then I loved designing the actual table. Yeah. Because live edge tables are some of my favorite tables to work with because I have a great vendor for that. But and they can be really expensive. But I have this company that will customize them. So I had to find a 25-foot long table. Right. And I was like, in one solid tree trunk. The customer did not want it split and put together. Right. They wanted one solid trunk. So it took me 6 months to find the right tree, and then we custom designed the legs for it, and then all the furniture that went around it. So the table was very rustic and chic, but everything else around it was totally white and modern and glam. Yeah, I love that. That was like an aha moment for me when we finally went into the house and saw it done, because it took 12 men to bring this table into the house. Yeah, I can see that. Because it had to come on its own semi. So they wouldn't put anything with it. And when they brought it in, I'm standing there and I'm trying to direct them, because the only way to do it is it had to be turned sideways and then brought around a corner. And it was, but when it got in there, it was just like that aha moment when you go, when you work so hard on something and then you see it, and it's like, it's worse, it's better, and it's worse. It's very personal to me, but then the client sees it and they're in love, and you're like, okay, I did the right thing. So it was perfect. Well, you do a beautiful job. Well, thank you. So how do people get in touch with you? They can reach me via email at brian@tobeenvied.com, or you can always call me. I mean, that's the easiest way. And I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. My Instagram is Redneck Design Diva. So that should tell you right there. If you need a little country and you need a little glam, then, I'm the right guy for that. So, but I'm all over the place. I'm in Winter Park. I'm in Windermere. I'm downtown Orlando in all the condos. I go to Nashville a lot now for Nashville, Atlanta, Dallas, LA. I haven't been to the West Coast in a while except for with you, but the next time is for work. So, but I love it. I love.
Yeah, we did a little work.
Just a little. We looked at a few pieces, and then we had dinners.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for some of your insight.
Oh, well, thank you for all you do.
Queenie with us today. We always like having a little puppy on board.
I love it. I love it. I thank you very much because for what you do for our community is amazing.
Well,
and we all get to hang out and have a good time with it. And and we get to enjoy working together.
Exactly.
So that's a good thing.
Exactly. Well, thank you. And thank you for joining us today. And we'll look forward to seeing you the next time.